The running buffalo clover historically was associated with buffalo trails. It was thought to be extinct. Two populations were found within the state of West Virginia that kind of put the species back on the map. When we laid the geology underneath the Atlantic Coast Pipeline, that triggered us to say, okay, we need to start looking for running buffalo clover where this geology starts.
The running buffalo clover is just one of many species that we've identified on the project and have gone to great lengths to protect. The first thing we always look at is, can we avoid it? And then if we can't avoid it, how do we reduce an impact to it? And then we look for opportunities to mitigate any impacts that we can't otherwise avoid.
The ecological survey groups that come in and identify sensitive species or threatened and endangered species, like the running buffalo clover, they'll come in and flag off the smaller areas that have been located.
We have identified a preservation area that has all the proper elements that the running buffalo clover needs to thrive.
The Clover Creek mitigation site was basically created to create a conservation area associated with running buffalo clover. And this site will be preserved forever. There will never be a house built, there will never be a road built. But we're also preserving bat habitat. There are Allegheny wood rats, there are cave salamanders that are state-sensitive species. So it's not just a single species approach.
We treat the land with respect because it's where we make our living.
We can do it. We can do it safely and limit the environmental impact as much as possible.
You know, in year and a half, we'll be gone, and our reputation will be what we leave.
We have environmental inspectors all along the route. They are well versed on all of the environmental regulations and what's required in restoring the land when we're done.
There's so much that goes into trying to avoid and minimize the impacts associated to endangered species that I think it's well above and beyond what people think.
We want to be a good neighbor. This is our backyard. This is where we do business. This is where our employees work and live. It's really important to us.
The same level of effort is happening for hundreds of species. We have literally surveyed everything from salamanders to millipedes to bald eagles.
This is setting a new standard for environmental protection, and that standard is going to be carried on to other projects. There's no doubt about that.